Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to be getting into roasting again. I have done some roasts already last week, on the 16th and the 18th of February, roasting my Nicaraguan Nicaraguan coffee. So I'm going to be doing that again, and I'm going to be shooting for drop temps at the highest temperature, maybe like 430, but I'm going to be looking to get a couple in the 420s, which would be like a medium to medium dark roast, and then as well as 4 in the teens. It's got like 415 to 420, maybe on the lower side of the teens, and just try to bang out the rest of what I have in this bag. I think I have about 60 to 70 ounces left, and I'm gonna set you guys up right here next to my setup there. Laptop's gonna be my stopwatch, butane stove, and using the Hive roaster here, which is what makes the magic happen. So battery is a little low on the camera, so I'm not going to be able to have you guys hang out the whole entire time, but I'm going to film my first roast with you guys and kind of go through the whole process of starting it up to finishing. So what I'll be doing right now is, let's get the beans weighed. My Hive roaster can hold about 6 ounces of raw beans, and then after the roast it usually will drop to about 5.1 is the average at a higher roasted temperature, but that'll decrease as I do a lower drop temp, so getting closer to the medium dark range. So let me pour this up. Sorry for the loud noise. Oh, messed that up. You want that in ounces, and we want to shoot for 6. Okay. There we go. Okay. Oh, gotta take that one out. Oh, we're good. Okay, perfect. All right, put this back here. Doing this one-handed is definitely a challenge for sure. Oh, whatever, that'll be fine. And for the aesthetically pleasing part, I always enjoy doing this. Loading the beans into the pan. Oh, there goes the damn, the grinds that came out of the freaking grinder. Clean that up after. All right. God, my girlfriend's gonna kill me. Mess, freaking mess. All right. Oh, got some loose beans here. All right, so this is loaded up. So I will just put this down here for now. One thing that is important with the Hive roaster, at least for when I use it, I always want to make sure that the thermocoupler thingy, the wire, is facing the radiator, just to reduce as much movement and tugging at the gauge as possible, because I need that to be visible at all times. Okay, leave that there for now. I then want to grab this butane cartridge here. This is how you load it up. Oop. All right, it clicked in, so it's locked, ready to go. I'm gonna have you guys right here so you could see. dropped it at 430. So I'm dropping it into my cooling fan here. All right. Let me just move this over. We're gonna turn this on. There we go. It's gonna be a little smoky, but that's all right. Nice even color. God, I wish I could just grind these up right now. Just using the butt of the brush to just move the beans around to allow the chafe to fall through into the fan, because there's a catcher built into it. So this fan is actually pulling away. It's sucking the heat away from the beans, blowing it out towards the countertop. But it works really well. And I'm gonna go set up the ironing board and the iron so I can iron this bag shut. So I'll be right back. All right, it's gonna be hard to hear me. I took the microphone off, but still letting this cool down. It has cooled down dramatically. Making words up. But the coloring looks fantastic. So what I want to do is I want to record the weight of roasted beans, and so I can get my shrinkage. Shrinkage is pretty much the weight lost during the roast. So that 6 ounces will naturally drop, because as you roast coffee, you're burning away, technically, or roasting all of the weight, or the what do you call it? You're roasting away the density of the bean. I cannot think of what the word is right now. Hold on. Yeah, you're roasting away all the density of the bean, all of the interior of the bean goes through chemical reactions because of the heat, altering the state of the inside of the bean, causing a reduction in the density of the bean. That's probably a really terrible way to explain what literally happens, but that's all I can think of at the moment. Okay, let's see. 4.46. Alright, so we could turn that off now. 0.46. I'm going to assume it's going to be about 5.15. But look at that color. That color is fantastic. 5.135, so off by a little. These are them here. That's color bean. Let's get them put into the bag. Get them in. This is the bag here with the notes. Got my little pretend company name, MPC Roastery, Nicaragua, Matagalpa, Esmeralda. Roast notes 4:30, 12:27 minute roast time on today's date, 2/25, batch 1. This will be from my friend Alex. So Alex, up to going. And I'm gonna go seal these bad boys right now. And this is it. Alright guys, so I wanted to show you the roast that I just did with you all on PuckPrep.io. So PuckPrep.io is a coffee roasting management tool or inventory management tool that I have been using, and I really do enjoy it. Obviously, I can't get the most out of it, but it's a fun little platform to use to just keep track of your inventory and roasts that you've done. So this is the home page here. And for us to look at the roast we just did, I'm going to click into the roast tab here, and we're going to search for that 12-minute 27-second roast right down here. Okay, so this is it. This is all I could really input with what I've captured and know. So as you see, you have the details here, the date I've done it, start weight and your end weight to give you your shrink, total minutes elapsed, the roast level that you believe it roasted to. I don't know what the whole bean actron or ground actron is, so I can't use that. We will rate it together, so I won't put a rating in yet. I did list black tea and cacao nibs only because that was provided from the coffee distributor that I bought this from, BodhiLeaf Coffee, and I included generic roaster for the roaster section only because they don't have a Hive roaster, and that's fine. So for the notes, again, just put 430 degrees Fahrenheit using the Hive roaster, and it's no longer Alex's, it's going to be Nick's. So sorry, Alex. And this here is where you'll actually list or input what beans you use from your inventory. And when you do that, when you record this roast into here, it'll actually deduct the weight from the total weight. So the roast weight. So for the weight we use for the roast at 5.99 ounces, it'll actually deduct that from my total inventory for that bean. So the only milestones I was able to really capture was first crack. I was able to catch that. Unfortunately, I don't have what time it was at. I just know that I heard a bean crack at around 207 degrees Celsius. I forgot what that is. I think for this one it was around 401 or 402. I think that rings a bell. I can't remember exactly. And then for the drop temp, stopped it at 1227 and then poured it out at 1245. So it took me a couple seconds to go from turning the butane stove off to bringing it over to my fan to dump it. And we dumped it at 220 degrees Celsius, which I believe is that 430 degree final temp. I may have deleted it here on accident, so I will input that afterwards just so I have all information captured. So it shows the weight loss or shrink, and development time ratio. I'm not exactly sure what that's capturing here, but obviously this is about a month and a half later, so it shows it as stale, but it kind of captures its freshness, which is cool. So you can kind of keep track of each roast freshness from day one to however many days out. So I love that. You can include your environment temperature, ambient humidity, and attach any images as well. And it's cool. Here again is the home page. This is the bean page, so all the beans stored in PuckPrep's database will be accessed through here, through this page. You can go in, add a bean, through here, or you could search by name. So let's say we want to look up, let's see if this works. Nope. Ethiopia, for example, and you see here all of the beans that they have listed on the site. And just to show BodhiLeaf, because that's who I use for my beans, it brings you right to BodhiLeaf's page where you can actually go and purchase it. So pretty cool. Again, this is the inventory of what I have. shows the total value as long as you put in your cost. It'll calculate everything for you. Roasts again. These are the roasts. Total roast weight 427 out of 12 roasts. I have very small roasts, as you could see, and these are the different vendors. BodhiLeaf again, that you can get your coffee from. So really cool. I recommend anyone who roasts to use it. It's a great inventory app if you like to kind of have an overview or more control over your inventory management. I think this is a great way to kind of just keep track and stay organized, and I totally recommend it to everyone. So definitely check it out. Final result, bag is sealed. And I said this was going to be for my friend Alex, but this is the one I'm going to hold on to so we can cup it together and create espresso with it. I'll work on my lattes so I can improve on that. This is my friend Omniel. I'll link his channel here. He pulls some awesome espressos on his channel, and he's been trying to get me on the boat of creating making cortados and making lattes, so I can incorporate some latte art. So I will get a cortado and a latte created with this batch here, my friend. But that's gonna be it. I got some more roasts to do, got some cleanup to do as well. So let me get cracking on that. I appreciate you guys all tuning in, and hopefully this video comes out pretty good so you guys can enjoy it and experience it with me. So have a good one, and I'll see you guys next time.